share this quick story with you about when you place your trust and you don't even realize that you've placed it, and then the effects come later. There's this married couple. They decide to go on a hike. They invite some friends, and now there's a group, right? Now they're double dating, triple dating, all that kind of stuff. So now there's just a big group and everyone's going hiking with their significant other. And so, long story short, they get to a point in their hike where it's starting to get dark and it starts raining. And now they're coming back down this hill in the rain, in the dark, and they weren't expecting this. And so they get to this point, they get to this creek. And before it was dry, obviously it wasn't raining before. So now it's muddy, slippery, it's wet. And they're now getting to this creek and all of them are just like, we don't remember crossing this place. So they're going back, they're trying to get back home to their vehicles, but they don't remember crossing it. And so the wife of one of the married couples says, let's turn back. I don't remember crossing this, like, let's go back. So her husband decides, and he's the one actually holding the map. He's like, no, like, I'm not going back. I think it's this way. And so she decides, okay, I'm not going that way. She ends up convincing all the other couples and stuff to go ahead and start hiking back up the hill. And so they start hiking back up the hill, another 40 minutes of hiking. Realize that, oh snap, it's not this way. 40 minutes back down the hill to meet the husband where he was at. They ended up leaving him there. He decided to wait, which is all good, right? They get all the way back to the creek and they finally decide, okay, well, we have nowhere else to go but just try to cross this creek and hopefully we make it home. Long story short, they cross the creek and their cars are literally 3 minutes away from that point. Trust was placed somewhere, but where? So, got my notes and I want to just touch on a few things. Most of us would think, why didn't they just trust the map? Easy, right? Or why didn't the wife just trust her husband who was holding the map? Come to find out, about a week later, when everything was all said and done, the wife actually placed her trust in fear. And so, watch this. No one knew at the time, but when she saw the creek, she actually feared crossing it and viewed it as an obstacle that she couldn't overcome. She agreed with her fear and she trusted in it. And the decisions that followed as a result of it came, right? So think about this. An extra hour and 20 minutes of hiking, not only for herself, but also for those who went with her. Okay, remember it was dark, slippery, wet, all that. So she, hour and 20, her and the people that decided to agree with her. Okay? Another result, she left her husband alone while she hiked on with the others. The other couples, this is important, the other couples thinking they were supporting her without even knowing the root cause of why she didn't agree with her husband or the map in the first place. So this is the importance of trust, and just when we don't realize that we're placing it, or we do and we just place it in the wrong things. Check this out. Sometimes the people closest to you think they are with you and they are for you. But really, they could be agreeing with something that isn't necessarily good for you or for them. When you lack courage, you encourage others. And so another way you can say that is, misery loves company, right? So you have the fear, not the courage. And so instead of having the courage to face it, you want to bring people along with you to go a different direction. But you don't realize the impact And they don't realize the root cause of why you're not facing that fear, because they don't even know you're fearing in the first place. And so this is the depth of trust and where we place it. There's just levels to it. It's deep and we don't realize it. The reason why I say when you lack courage, you encourage others is because listen to this. Oh, let's just turn back. Come on, you guys. You know that isn't the right way anyway. Together, we'll find the right way. We can figure it out. That sounds pretty encouraging. That sounds pretty legit. I would probably follow that person. If I didn't know what the root cause was, I'm like, oh yeah, you're probably right. Like, yeah, we all don't know that we crossed this place. You know, maybe you're right. It can sound pretty convincing if you're not careful and you're not wise to understand or ask questions yourself, right? See, that's the thing about misplaced trust. It isn't always clear. You can't always see how you're placing it, and it just happens so quick. Sometimes we don't even realize how we're even placing it or when we even placed it. And so, the bush or the tree is all up to thee. Don't go around placing your trust carelessly